you to point out this well-dressed sister here to make me feel some type of way about myself becomes a problem.
Let me get you.
Reason I have never said I do is because I don't.
I've been married, and I couldn't sign up for bad sex.
Test drive.
So if we enter a relationship with anything that's about me, then I don't believe that we're ready.
Hey, you are now watching Single on a Saturday Night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We do this every fourth Saturday. We tape Single on a Saturday Night, and I have to thank Mr. Tim Hampton, General Manager at TGI Fridays. Thank you for allowing us to come do our thing here and talk to the people. What's going on?
Well, we're happy to have you here, Single on a Saturday Night. And, TGI Fridays on City Line Avenue is always doing something. We have great appetizers, great beverages, and it's just the place to be.
Yeah, TGI Fridays is the place to be. Just this week, they had Allen Iverson and Jadakiss here. Jadakiss actually performed. What restaurant do you know has Jadakiss performing and Allen Iverson, a Philly legend in the basketball scene? So what other things do you have going up? I know you do things during the week. Like what?
Well, we are resuming karaoke nights on Wednesday night. We have Lady FX on Thursday night. And we're doing Single on a Saturday night. And so that's what we're doing on City Line Avenue.
So you can eat great food. My favorite dish, I actually remix my own dish, which is the chicken bruschetta, but I actually put a little Alfredo in it because I love. That's one of my favorite dishes. That's right, TGI Fridays doing that thing. Single on a Saturday Night. We're going to go into the topic. The topic for today is, let's talk about sex. We're talking about sex. Now, Tim is not single. He is married. So we always say Single on a Saturday Night, the show is not just for married people. Not just for single people. We need to talk to married people so we can hear what it's all about. So when you think about sex and marriage, a lot of people say sex ends when you get married. Is that a true statement?
Oh, that's absolutely not true. I think sex actually begins when you get married because two people can share the intimate moments with each other and enjoy each other as God has intended.
Ow! You heard that? You heard it right here. TGI Fridays. Shout out to Mike Rogers. He's the general manager. He's another part. We have to thank him for letting us come here every fourth Saturday. TGI Fridays, 1 p.m. Come out, enjoy yourself. We have a good time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I look forward to keeping Single on a Saturday Night right here at TGI Fridays on City Line Avenue.
All right, don't forget to follow him on Instagram at Fridays City Line. At Fridays City Line on Instagram. Follow him. The page is nice. I follow him. It's always good. All right, let's go. Single on a Saturday Night. We're talking about sex, baby. You are now watching Single on a Saturday Night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We do this every fourth Saturday, and everyone out there, you are welcome to join us. You can put your comments out there, talk to us. I have a mint in my mouth because this dude said my breast stink. Is that happened to you? No, I'm just joking. That's a joke. So we're going to start the show. I'm Shelly Williams, and you know my story. No need to keep saying it because my story going to change eventually. So go ahead. Right here.
Chris Berrios, proud dad of 8, single, 8 children. Definitely will tell somebody that their breath need a little work.
Hey, I'm Roberto. You want to come on down? Come on down. We bust it up, talk at the table, talk about sex, talk about mints, Matter of fact, can you put a mint in there? Can women do that? Like when
No,
you go
but
down
sometimes
there?
I like to put a mint in my mouth and then go down on it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we're talking about it. So let's have it.
Whoa.
And this is just the introduction. I'm Malisha, and I am single with 1 child and happy, I guess.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm
You
happy.
should be happy.
And I'm not about to go crazy, even though it's been 2-3 years before.
Is it
since
2
I
or
had
3?
sex.
Is
defensive, like I'm not about
it 2 or 3 years?
You can't count.
We'll
discuss that. We'll discuss that another time.
How you over there like? Her sister over there like, yeah, it's been too long, yo.
And I'm Dr. Dave Pulley. the owner of Diamonds in the Rough and the Soulmate Specialist. And I'm single, but unavailable because I have a special lady in my life.
Isn't that nice?
I'm Danyl Patterson. I am single and childless. I'm out here on the dating scene. Y'all might see me. You might run into me. I don't know. Are you the one? Is it you? Are you ready, willing, and able to handle all of this right here? I can bet you the answer is no. Ooh, I know you answer. I know. I bet you the answer is no.
I don't know if you can handle this. It's right here. This is too beauty right there. Too beauty. But anyway, we are talking about sex, and it's not a scary topic. It's not a topic you should avoid. It's a topic that's important because I believe marriages break up for it. I don't understand how people can get together, get all bored, and then they got to stay together. So it's a lot to it. I think we should all talk about it ahead of time. But we're talking about healing
trauma through sex.
So meaning, she believes that sex is really important. Like, you can heal some things. Because you ever have those moments where you feel like your body hurts or your side hurts because you need to explode or something? I mean, is that a real thing? Like, you can really be in pain because you need to get it out.
Definitely. Yes, needing sex is a real thing. Sex is just part of us. It's why we're all here. It's our creative force. It's our life force. So needing it, just needing to connect with another person is real. Some people say, well, I could just get myself off. Okay, you can, but you need a connection with another person. It really saddens me to see women who are not getting fulfilled in that way because it kind of changes us a bit. I can't speak for men too much, but I know what it does for women. It changes us a bit. I watched this movie called Witches of Eastwick a long time ago. And
one whole look change. Everything about them changed. They walk, what they
So it was a real nerdy woman on there. She was real shy. She wasn't confident in her skills or anything. But this guy came into her life and he gave it to her good. And everything changed. She had her big hair, don't care. She played her violin until it smoked, everything. I mean, everything changed. Your life force, you become more vibrant. You become more healthy. It's needed for health. For health reasons, you need to have sex. That energy needs to be moving. So women who are celibate, I tell them, still work with your egg, do your breathing techniques that I tell them to do, and flirt. Get out and be around people, be around men, you know, because you need to move that energy still. You have to dance, you have to move, you have to whine, you have to do all that. Because that energy has to move. It's a real thing. Or we will find ourselves bitter, depressed, angry. We were just talking about it going crazy, you know, all those type of things.
I tell my girl all the time, don't let me leave this house with a loaded gun. It might go off on accident.
It's a real thing. You know, a lot of people like to get into this notion men are dogs because they like to have sex a lot. But women, we think about sex a lot too.
No, we like to have sex. We just don't admit it.
We don't admit it. We don't admit it because we're in this, still kind of like in this Victorian mindset, like, oh, we have to be a lady. We're not supposed to want sex all the time. We're not supposed to think about it. It's not true. We're sexual beings as well, you know, and we want it a lot, you know.
We want it more than they do.
We do want it.
And we have more, we're able to orgasm more powerfully and more times than a man in one setting. I know for myself, orgasms come in a wave. Wave after wave after wave after men, it's one and a done usually. But women keeps going, keeps going, keeps going.
Clearly,
and it could be gushing, it could be squirting.
I must be missing something.
You gotta
listen. This is what I'm saying. I must be missing something. I don't know about a wave.
I
don't know about emotional.
You are missing something.
But why is this not make? I want to be better than. I mean, before I did go out and try some things, but now I'm like, okay, now I don't.
Well, the
I
first
didn't
step,
get all that.
you've already had an orgasm, okay?
I did.
So now, freeing
We're so
more
proud
stuff
of you.
up. The thing is, you know, you said your mindset. First of all, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to hell for this. Having sex is not as well. I'm not even gonna get into religion because everybody has their own religious beliefs. But your mindset has to change around sex, you know, and then it will free you up more.
Sex, so it must be good.
You're looking at me.
Yes. I mean, it's
You need
sacred.
a microphone.
It's sacred. It's why we're here. That's a powerful thing. We're on this earth because somebody had sex.
They did, didn't
We
they?
had our children
I
because
don't know
we
about
had
y'all,
sex.
but I was the second immaculate conception. I don't want to know nothing
That's
about
what I said.
that.
I don't know.
Okay?
That's
I don't know what you talking about.
That don't
Excuse
seem
me,
right.
Jamilla. I want to get back
Yes.
to that one and done. Don't even try it.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey.
Speak about when you dry that thing up then. Talk about that. What's she
What-
supposed
what
to do?
happened?
When you dry that thing up, what's she supposed to do then?
I mean, it takes you a minute to get back to a level where you can go again.
No,
Ours
I'm gonna tell you
people.
that one that I told you was the best. That was the nice thing because he could ejaculate and still keep
Yes.
going.
Oh,
And that was
I hear
always
what
so
you're saying.
fabulous. I was like, yes!
Okay,
Yes, that's gonna be a
so
winner.
men can ejaculate. Men can have orgasm. I'm not sure I'm understanding.
can
But
talk, come on.
okay. Okay. So let me say this. Men can have orgasm after orgasm after orgasm if they don't ejaculate. Now there's
Wait. I don't understand.
Yes, there's a difference between having an orgasm and ejaculation. The ejaculation is the end result of the orgasm for a man. Now, a man can, when he feels, before he gets to a point to no return, he can do some breathing techniques. His woman can press him in a certain way, and it goes back up, and he has that orgasm, that real powerful orgasm. He can keep going and going and going. He will never get limp or anything. So the ejaculation is the end result of the orgasm. So men can have that too, but it takes practice for men. And it takes practice for women too in their mindset, because sometimes when women don't see their man ejaculate, they think something's wrong.
Yeah.
They want to see it. You know,
Yeah.
they don't believe he had an orgasm unless they see that ejaculation. But it's not
See,
true.
that's the nice thing about them women because I really don't care. Like, really, I don't. I really don't. I'm going to just be honest with you. Did I get mine? Again, that's the thing. He really did spoil me. Did I get mine numerous times? Then you all right. That means you good.
I care. I like
don't.
to. I like to.
Yeah.
I like the fact. Maybe it's because my ego. Maybe I want to see like
It's a
I
lot
did
ego.
that.
Oh, see, I don't feel like I did
know.
nothing. I told you I only got 3 moves.
I want to
So-
say this. That's what I'm saying. Me personally, I'm one of those people. I guess maybe I'm a people pleaser. I want to be the best, and I want to see that. I like the explosion, but I did not know that there was a difference between a whole orgasm and ejaculation.
Yeah,
So
for men, yes.
For men, that's not the same for women. There's no difference.
Yeah, there is a difference, but you have to keep in mind, women can have orgasm and ejaculate time and time and time again. Men, once they ejaculate, it takes them a minute to get back to a point where they can become erect again and give you a second round, a third round, all that stuff.
So when
and
you
usually
say women,
they're tired. Another thing about men having an orgasm as opposed to ejaculating, he doesn't become tired. You know how men just want to go to sleep afterwards. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
so when you say a woman does I mean, I know does a woman ejaculate too? No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We talked about that. You missed that
No,
show.
no. I'm just
You was
asking.
absent at that show?
I'm just so a woman can have an orgasm without ejaculation.
Yes.
So
yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Women definitely can have orgasm without ejaculation, and they can have ejaculatory orgasms as well.
and they can do that over and over and over.
Over and
again.
over and over again. You want to make sure you have a covering on your
what
bed.
more we can do over and over again. We're going to go to a break and thank everyone who helps us put the show together. We're talking about Dr. Shock and Lenice Austin Fine Photography, and ADDesignGroup.com for the jewelry, and Kuwamba Hair Salon. Did I say that right? Kawumba. I knew he would know. Kawumba Hair Salon, doing my hair, making me look good. And of course, 215 at Glam Goddess 215. That's for the makeup. So, anybody else want to shout out today? All right, TGI Fridays, 4,000 City Ave. Let's go to a break. Welcome back to Single on a Saturday Night. We are talking about healing through trauma and sex. Healing. That's a chapter in your book,
Yes.
Healing. So, what do you explain in the book about healing through
trauma through sex? Yes. So in the book, I talk about different techniques that women can do on themselves, or a woman's mate can do on them to kind of free things out of their body. Now, women that have gone through a lot of trauma or trust issues or things like that, these type of things get stuck in our bodies. You know, it's called armoring. So we feel like we're protecting ourselves, but it's really keeping us from experiencing pleasure. So there's a technique where a man or woman, someone's mate, their lover, puts their fingers and massages the G-spot until a woman has an orgasm. But at the same time, there's things going on like he's talking her through it. They're talking you through it. They're saying different seeding things into your spirit so you can let go of that trauma. Now, usually it's pleasurable, but at the same time, it's healing, so a lot may come up. And it may be a lot of sessions you need to have. There's this movie called Bliss. Everyone should watch that movie, where his wife, she's gone through a lot of rape. Her father molested her and things like that. And she pretends to enjoy sex. She pretends that she has orgasms and things like that, but she doesn't. And she's going to this doctor to help her through it, and her husband finds out, and then the doctor ends up teaching the husband what to do with his wife. But this brought up so much of the trauma for her that she wasn't able to be with her husband for a certain period of time until that they cleared it out using sex. Now, sex could do that. And just a more general sense, if you're with a partner and they're loving, like I said before, and attentive, and they're talking to you in the way that you need, and they're nurturing towards you, that can free up a lot of stuff out of your being. It can free up all these trust issues. Like, a lot of us women, we're like, I can't stand men, you know, because we've had certain experiences with men. But if you have a man come into your life and they're telling you these things, you're beautiful, during sex now, you're beautiful, it's okay to open up, I'm here for you, it's okay. And you're freeing all that stuff out, it could just change your whole mental image around sex, around partnering, around everything, you know?
Well, I feel like I'm not going to have it until I get that one that does all that says you're beautiful, that's trying to heal my trauma through it. But other than that, I feel like it's a waste of time.
It doesn't have to be a conscious thing either, where they're coming to you like, I'm going to heal you, girl. Most of the time, it's not a conscious thing either. Men are healers towards us. Women are healers towards us. Women are healers towards men. And we can heal through that intimacy. First, intimacy, because you can have intimacy without sex. First being intimate, and then through that love making, through that sex. It can just clear up so much. I know for myself, I wasn't orgasmic, I was bitter, I was angry, I was unhappy, depressed. But I had certain people come into my life. You know, I started learning the Tantra and the Taoist techniques and stuff. And certain people came into my life, and it freed me up. You know, it's a constant journey, it's a process, but it definitely can happen through sex. You know, we have to change our mindset around sex. We have so much perversity around us, you know, sex is being pushed at us all the time, and that takes our energy, you know, when sex is being pushed, because, you know, that makes you feel some type of way. It makes a lot of people want to masturbate and all that stuff, and you're losing your vital energy. But if you change your mindset around sex and see it as something sacred, as something needed, you know, it changes a lot in our life. You know, it changes a lot for our success as men and women. You know, we just have to change it up.
David, I thought you had something to say. I mean, I know you're not having sex, but let's talk about it.
Well, you were looking at me at the celibacy part, you know, and you know, I agree actually with pretty much everything, you know, and you mentioned celibacy. The only thing about the sin and only real difference that I'm hearing from the soulmate path and from what she's saying is that, you know, that sex, you know, it is energy, and I agree with all of that, and it is meant in terms of it. The sex itself is not wrong. You know, and I fully agree with that. Sex, we do have a certain mindset around it where we see it as perverse because it has been perverted or adulterated. But it is a beautiful act that is meant to actually bring us closer to God. And for that reason, that's why Christians are supposed to wait, because you're really only supposed to give that part of yourself to the one that God meant for you or made for you. And I know that there's different beliefs around that, you know, but for the one who God designed for you from the dawn of time, that's who you're supposed to give that energy to, because that's really the only person who can take that energy and heal you at higher levels. So there's reasons why some people will have sex, which is a very energy fulfilling thing, and not get as much from one person as they will from another, because it's actually a spiritual act. Yes. You know what I mean? You're exchanging you know, you're not just exchanging bodily fluids, you're exchanging soul material with this other person, especially when you're having unprotected sex. So when you're exchanging bodily fluids, which is also a way, when basically, like you said, for women it's a little different because it's an internal act. She is actually taking a being, a man, inside of her, right? And by taking another person inside of her, it does cause more change for her than it does for him, but it causes change for the man too. So, you know, there's a lot of similarities. It would only just be, you know, I kind of...
how do you get through it? How are you getting over this? I mean, you say it's all this, that, and that. So you just going to, I mean, how are you getting over
getting over the hump of
Who,
not...
him personally?
Well, look, me personally, honest, and I've been honest, and I've said this at preaching engagements, at speaking engagements. I don't walk the celibate path perfectly, right? So I want to be very transparent. I don't walk it perfectly, you know, but I'm on that path, which means that I get better and better because, you know, I was delivered from sex addiction. You know what I mean? So I was just, energy was all over the place. You know what I mean? but you know,
fever in the sweats right now.
But you know, I was delivered from that to, you know, and then I went for a year and a half, almost a year and a half. I missed it by 2 months of being on the celibate path, and then I was in a relationship and I fell off. But I keep getting, you know, it's like the song, we fall down. I would get right back up on it, and I've gotten better and better over time. But I'm not perfect with it. But I do try, and I do encourage it for others because, you know, it is something that it is sacred, and you should hold and make sure that you're trying to save that, or are saving it, like some people who are more successful at it, saving it for the person who God made for you for that marriage.
But actually, I don't know. Y'all know I still disagree. She ain't so successful at it. In order to be successful at it, you got to actually have a man and actually date. If you in the house or you going to the movies with me, then it's real easy to be celibate. It's easy. But I'm just saying, like, everybody like, oh yes, because you're on the celibate path, you're doing so good because you're being celibate.
It is
you're doing
easy.
so good.
You're right. You're so right. It is easier when you don't have those constant people around you like that. But
that's right. Have them whispering in your ear and touching on them spots, and then tell me you still celibate.
All right. Well, when that happens,
Christians should say, stay away from temptation. That's, I think.
You should never stay away from temptation.
Temptation is staying away
from
temptation is staying away from me. It's not really a choice. I'm not like turning people down left and right. I don't have like all these options that I'm just saying no to. It's just that this is the time that I'm going through right now.
Anyone who chooses
I don't ever
celibacy,
wanna go through that time. I would just kill myself. I would really kill myself. No, I really would. Because, I mean, you know, I was like, actually, I wouldn't kill myself. I think that some other people around me would just die. Because
I mean,
I know that I could never kill me because that's a sin.
Yeah.
So I could kill some other people.
That's a sin too.
No, but you can pray for yourself.
That's murder.
No, but you can pray for yourself.
You're gonna go to jail for that.
No, but you can pray for yourself and be absolved.
While you in jail?
That's what the Catholics say. But if you kill yourself, then you kill yourself. Then you go to hell.
Right.
You get no time to pray for yourself.
You get a chance to say,
all you gotta do is that's all you gotta do. No, but I mean seriously. I mean they were laughing at me so hard because I had gone through this thing where, you know, my friend was shipped off somewhere, and then a lot of things were going on in my life, and I looked around and I had had sex for like 8 months. That's a long time for me. And I didn't even realize it until the ladies all at my house, and they was like, what is wrong with you? And I was just like, I didn't even realize anything was wrong with me. But I was snapping at everybody, even more so, you know, because I already a little bit, you know, a little extra. You know, I'm already a little extra, but I was apparently extra.
Right.
So, but all that happened with that was
she hollered at me and told me to get out.
You were doing something wrong.
I wasn't.
I
was just standing there.
You was in the way.
Get out.
You was in the way.
I said, oh God, please get some, please.
now anyone who chooses celibacy or doesn't have a choice but to go for so long, there's actual techniques that will help.
Oh, cool. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so so what I mentioned before is definitely for women, use the eggs. But men, there's meditation, right? But there's a certain way you need to meditate because you need to move the energy around. I wish we had more time.
On your penis, so it's like the
I wish we had more time so I could show you guys the complete technique. But you are putting energy in this area here, and you're taking it from here all the way around and moving and actually visualizing and moving it and feeling it and putting that energy back here. It works, it works, it
Do you
works.
do it standing
Trust
up?
me. You could do it standing up.
By yourself?
Yes.
That's the whole point,
You do it by
Roberto.
yourself. There's also something called Qigong. Qigong, you could Google it. Everyone go to my
What's it
site,
called?
Qigong.
Well, how do we get to your book or go to your site?
QIGONG. Go to my site, drippingbliss.com. You have techniques there. You have
we're gonna be dripping bliss, y'all.
It's a lot of
We're gonna be dripping all over the place.
Yes.
And then Shelly gonna be ejaculating all over the place. And then she gonna be the best he ever
That
had.
is my wish
But who is
for
he? That's the
Shelly.
thing. First we gotta find a he.
But there's techniques, right? There's Qigong, there's the breathing techniques, there's women use the egg, dancing. I mean, all of these things. We have so many tools. Like if we're choosing that route that we could use, so it will be easier.
I think it's a lot. So the dancing helps you when you
dancing helps,
especially when she get them whatevers. Shelly wall dance like something. You could just be like,
dancing,
like I need to give her something.
Dancing helps to a certain extent because dancing also moves that energy so much where you become extra horny.
Yeah, right?
Extra horny. So I have a video on YouTube called Help I'm Hot But I'm Single. It's on YouTube. Dripping Bliss is my channel.
Wait a minute.
It's called
I'm Hot But I'm Single?
Help I'm Hot But I'm Single. And it's like a 15-minute video of all these techniques you could do if you're single, if you're choosing a celibate route.
Man,
and men
let
can
me
use
help
them as
you.
well.
All of y'all having problems, call your ex. He always ready. That's all you really gotta do. Recycle some. It ain't that hard to get laid. I don't know what's wrong with these people.
But then
It is not that hard to get laid.
the emotional aspect comes in
All my
again.
exes are unavailable.
Yes.
Yes, they not.
And I don't want them anyway.
That's different. I don't want him. I just want his penis for 47 minutes. 47 minutes. I figure that's how long it takes for him to
But
come
then
over,
we're forgetting
then
the spiritual
and then we
aspect of
None
it.
of them were the best.
We're gonna look for the best. Drippingbliss.com. I think we were supposed to go to a break, so we're gonna go to a break and come right back, right?
I thought the show was over. Okay.
Welcome back to Single on a Saturday night. We only have a few minutes left. In case I forgot to thank people, Dr. Shop, Lenise also, photography, addesigngroup.com, 215 at Glam Goddess 215 for the makeup, and
Kaumba Hair Salon.
Hair Salon for the hair, all online. Definitely check them out. But we are continuing to talk about, we were in the middle of talking about how you can, if you are living that celibate life, there are techniques out there to help you move the energy from here on. I don't know where you're moving it to, but you're just moving it around so you don't feel so bad. Not that you feel bad. Do you feel bad?
Yeah. You need a microphone.
I don't feel
Say it
bad.
loud.
I don't feel bad. I feel great on a daily basis. I mean, I have my moments where, of course, I think about it. We're human beings. I think about it. I want it. I get horny, but it goes away.
I had those moments when I can't sleep. That thing wake me up at night, and it's like you hot, then you cold, then you have a dream.
I
then
used to have
you
those
try to go to
moments.
sleep. Then you try to masturbate a little thing, and if you take the edge off, it'll knock you out. Then you call somebody.
I used to have those moments, but in time, and when you think about all the other things that you're not dealing with, it goes away.
How long that take?
I don't know. I guess it's different for everybody. I mean,
Danielle, I think that's perimenopause.
What? No. Because that's been going on since I was 20.
Oh, that you going through?
Yeah,
That's
no, I'm telling you. That's been going on since I was 20. If I wasn't getting none, it's that thing. Because I can't put it down. You got to put it down. You got to put her down. Like, I tell them in a minute. Don't wake the beast. Because once she's up,
she's out. Yeah, get it.
As long as I ain't having none, that's fine. But give me some. Now we got a whole problem.
My beast,
healthy.
My beast is on suppression.
That ain't menopause. That's healthy.
I am choosing not to like this. I mean, I probably said this before, but I really, really, really don't want to have sex until I get married. I really don't. But I want to know everything. I want to be, when I get to that point, I want to make sure I know everything. So
that was how it was before I lost my virginity. That's why my boyfriend said I was the best virgin he ever had. Because I read everything. I talked to my girlfriend. I hid in some closets and watched them do it a couple times. Watched some porn. I was ready.
Well, maybe I should watch something. Do you have some suggestions on what? Because I want to be the best. I'm not going to, I'm telling you, I'm tired of wasting my time with all these other dudes. Like, I'm tired of wasting my time. I do not want to have bad sex ever again. I don't want to.
Which is why I just recycle.
And Jamilla, I feel you about
That's
that
why I
energy.
keep telling y'all about that recycling. That's why I recycle right there.
Well, I feel you about that energy because, you know, being a man, us being visual creatures, you see things moving and shaking out there. And I love to generate all that energy inside and take it home and give it to her. But where she was like this, man, I appreciate you. I'm like, I'm glad you was home. You know?
I know. Teresa done called me on more than one occasion to tell me he's so glad that you come see all the big booty girls once a month because she gets it real good when she gets home. Like all the booties
Go on
passing
to
by.
the show. Go on to the show.
So what can we
Yeah.
do?
Oh, y'all should come out and see the big booty girls. Apparently, SOSN is full of booty. Even the guests got big booties.
So of course,
Jamilla's sitting on hers
go
now.
to my site. There's a lot of free information on my site of what you could do. A lot of techniques on my YouTube page and in my blogs. Read my book. And of course, you know, I'm not too much of a fan of porn at all. But, you know, sometimes some women find themselves opening up a little bit by watching some techniques. I don't recommend it. I think porn is evil. It like what I was just saying before. It depletes. Yes, it depletes a lot of our energy. You know, we're seated. We taking a lot of things in our spirit, and we sometimes think things are real. The spirit sometimes doesn't have. It doesn't make a difference from what's real, what we're seeing in ourselves, and what's not real. So I know we all heard of The Secret and things like that. You know, you think things and it will be. So the more you think things, it becomes reality to your spirit, and then it becomes real. So that's my point about porn. You know, a lot of men watch porn and they get all types of issues. I'm not even gonna go into all the issues, but it's some real chemical issues that men go through from watching a lot of porn, right? But I lost my train of thought. The things that you can do. So, of course, you know, read more books. You know, you can experiment with yourself, open yourself up, right? Take sensual baths often. Massage baths, yes. Massage yourself. Love on yourself as much as possible. Play with yourself. Yes.
I don't even know how to put a tampon in. How can I play with myself?
That's part of the problem, honey. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. You have to explore yourself. That's the first thing. You have
This
to
show keeps it all the way real.
I'm sorry.
Shelly, you have to explore yourself. Every woman needs to do that. You need to take a mirror and look down there and talk to it.
Wait a minute,
all that stuff.
What? No, I had to. We was away in New York, and they were trying to make me put it on. I don't know how.
Like you couldn't read the instructions and figure this out.
I just don't feel right with doing it.
Since she couldn't do it, I'm just like, what was the problem?
I don't feel right with doing it. I don't feel right. I just don't feel right by doing it.
Oh my God! So apparently God gonna get you for putting the tampon.
No,
She don't put it all the way in. It's not comfortable because she don't do it right. That's why.
It's not.
Well, first of all,
wait a minute, she had a joint with the tampon be hanging out.
We need an
Yeah, she's
intervention
not
here.
putting it in correctly.
Oh, because you think it's gonna go all the way
my
like a
best friend
penis?
had that
Are you that
problem
chick?
before, and
Are you that
it
chick that
helped
think it's
her.
gonna be like a penis? Oh my God.
I just don't.
I can't. No, I help my best friend do it, but you know.
I mean, I remember the first time I tried that when I was 13, and I, dropped the whole box full in the toilet before I got it together. But I mean, really?
I didn't try because I always had in my mind I was just going to do.
That's the main thing. You have to explore yourself. You have to get
maybe that's
to
what it
You
the
need to touch yourself
self-loving.
more often.
Yeah. You have to take that
you know-
mirror. You have to
Do you
talk
ever
to
look at yourself? Have you ever seen your vagina?
Honestly, no.
Do you know what your lips look like?
I know what they look like, but I don't look at it at all often. No, I avoid it at all costs.
You've never used it. You never used the dildo.
No. No, never, ever, never, no.
He's never used one on you? He never wanted to watch you do it?
No.
No wonder you ain't
It's
had to
okay. Don't feel guilty about it. But the thing is, now that you're getting more information, you have to do that, or you're going to stay in the situation that you feel like you're in now, and not getting the best, not experiencing the best, not feeling you, not feeling life, you know. So you have
happy,
to.
though.
That's
What if he
good.
asked you
You're
to do it so he
happy.
can watch?
Set your
You're
coochie.
happy, but you want
asked me to do
something.
what?
If he asked you to do it because he wanted to watch.
Ask me to touch myself?
Yeah.
Well, do it by yourself first.
Set
No,
your,
I
Do
mean,
it by
no, but
yourself
she having
first.
all these issues about the fact
Yeah.
that her. So I want to know, because we talking about why you ain't had the best. So let's talk about that. Because you talked about, oh, you want to talk about the sex with him. What if he wanted to watch you with a dildo?
You're not there
do
yet.
that, you know.
You're not there yet.
I'm
And
not-
that's okay.
You didn't have the
It's
best
okay.
because you don't know yourself.
set your coochie
You have to know
free.
yourself before you
I don't
can
know.
There it is.
give it up. and
Maybe
say
I
come
need to
on
go
face.
buy
Set
one.
your coochie free.
Set your
Set the coochie free.
Set it free. Okay, well. I don't know. Do you have a dildo,
Be
Malisha?
gentle with yourself, though.
Oh, okay. All
What
right.
happened to it? The
Be
motor
gentle
burned out?
with yourself.
Go ahead.
I'm missing some of this conversation, but part of what I'm hearing, I'm shocked, appalled, ashamed. Oh my gosh. The best advice that I can ever give you is what an older woman gave me when I was about 30. You can't expect a man to pleasure and please you if you don't know what to do for yourself.
Learn your vagina. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
All right, well. I thought I learned some things. I think I'm a long way, though.
You
you
came a
still
long
got a
way.
long
You had
way
an
to go.
orgasm. Be
Okay.
gentle with yourself, but be proactive. Be gentle and proactive with
So
yourself.
you can be ready since you want to learn.
So go buy a dildo?
No, you don't have to go buy a dildo,
and keep
but
that
you
song in
can
your
do
head.
things like take baths and rub yourself and touch yourself and get that mirror and all that good
Yes,
stuff. Start,
I totally
start,
agree.
you
But if
know.
you're going to go with the dildo, please start off low. Don't go to high first and
That's
you don't
a
know what you're
vibrator.
doing.
Them two different things.
The vibrator. Well, no, you have some dildos that vibrate too. Trust me, I have those.
Find a natural dildo as well.
Something, Shelly.
Shelly, I'm all about health, so definitely find a natural dildo, phthalate free. You know, there's some dildos that are crystals, like gemstones and things like that a lot of women get from me. It's almost like the egg, you know, but I'm definitely about health. In order for you to be orgasmic, you have to be healthy as well. So you can't be putting things up in you that's going to cause all kinds of reactions in your vagina. And that includes tampons. I use a cup now. I haven't used a tampon in years and years and years. Or pads.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
the
get
thing I was talking
natural
about the other night,
things.
'cause I had to be ready.
Yeah,
I had
use
never
a cup
heard
now.
about it a day in my life until she said it
Yeah.
one day. A cup. I've
A
never
cup.
heard about it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, hold on, hold
You
on.
can have sex with them and they like
Yeah.
purple cats, so that's very nice. They
And
can
that's
get in.
and that works as a tampon?
Yeah, it's like
Right Aid.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa,
You can get
whoa.
it from Whole Foods, Rite Aid. You can get it online.
Wait a
But
minute.
it's a cup. It's a
No,
menstrual cup.
no,
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why?
Don't do your finger. Don't describe it. No, none of that.
Oh, you need to stop. It's natural.
Oh.
But
So it goes in.
It
You remember
catches,
the diet-
it
remember the
catches
diaphragm
the
back
blood,
in the day,
right?
it goes in
up and
like
wash
that.
out. It's not for
So
all
it,
women
and
because
so
they
it
don't want
like
to
if
do
you're
that.
having your cycle,
but
it collects the
yeah.
blood, but you can have sex with it. It's a
Don't
barrier
ruin it.
method.
I thought the coochie
supposed
was
to
You keep it forever.
Don't ruin it.
You keep it forever. You don't have to buy tampons. You don't have to buy pads. It saves you a whole bunch of money. It's
Yes.
good for the earth.
Yes.
All that.
You clean it.
You're not gonna get infection. Now tampons, it's filled with
But
chemicals.
it's like it's in a cup.
Listen,
Like, it
don't
closes
ruin the
down.
image of the.
Yeah,
of the-
you'll
It
know.
closes down like
You'll
when
know.
It opens
You
up
know.
when it's in, and then when it comes
Well,
out.
Y'all talk about that in the
But how
bathroom.
come nobody ever heard of it? Well,
I heard of it because I was getting ready.
Because it's not general information. Because tampons and pads, it's a lot of money around that, and it's a lot of
wait a
money
minute.
around people getting sick and having infections and all
TSS
that.
syndrome.
It's a lot of money around. Exactly, TSS syndrome. You know, it's a lot of money around that. So that's not general information. You know.
All right, I think we're at the end of the show. I mean, I'm sure we went in. So
We
I
learned
learned some
everything around
things.
here.
So
What to
let's
do when you menstruate.
let's do a recap. One,
Get a soft cup.
drippingbliss.com if you want to learn more information, if you want to get healing, if you want to find out all the techniques. Number two is learn your body if you don't, and I think that might be only for me. It might be somebody
No,
out there. It might be somebody else
women
out
all
there.
At least a dozen people in America.
Learn your body. Number three is there's a cup out there that says that you can cup your stuff. But
Menstrual cup
menstrual cup.
And remember to do it.
or sponges.
Doing it well.
We're doing it well. Doing it. Let's go, y'all. We're doing it well. We done.